Hey everybody, welcome back to Everyday Journey. You can see it's raining a bit outside, so this project right here, which I have been working on, should be coming in the next video or two, is going to be put on the side because I don't want to do that in the rain. So given that we've got time still, we'll go ahead and let that rest, but I got something else. Let's go ahead and go this way and I'll show you what I got. Here you can see I've been digging some drainage lines for my gutters so that they could drain away from the house. Previous video you saw where I installed the gutter guards, keep the leaves out of the gutters. That's to make sure that it didn't overflow and come down right next to the house. And now that the gutters are clear, I have to make sure all this water goes away. Nobody was ever doing this, so it always washed right alongside the house, drained down, went into the basement, and I'll show you what I'm dealing with down there. All right, so this is going down into my basement here. This is actually the first room in my basement, and you can see there's a well, actually you can barely see it, but there's a place over in the far corner over here, if you can see that. Everything drains that way. This floor is not level, and they made it that way on purpose. Looks like they even, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, we'll try to close the door. Let's see kind of a little bit of a hole there. See if that helps. Yeah, you can see at the base of the wall a little bit of a hole there, and I think that's to let the water drain out. We turn around this way, and we can see where water has been seeping in through the wall underneath the stairs right here, and it actually would, and I didn't realize this, but it actually flows all the way across to that corner. And I fixed the corner over here. You can see right here. I fixed it right here. I dug it out and kept the water from draining back in. So now everything does drain out, but we still had water coming across from the other side of the room. To use this room like we want to, which is we're going to use my shelves that I used in my previous house, and we're going to put them in here and use it for storage, for like a big pantry, dry storage. But we need to keep it as dry as possible. But if we can't keep it completely dry, then what I'm going to do is actually put something that gets these wooden shelves off of the floor. So if they get wet, it won't be an issue. So got the shelves. I do need to cut them, all the legs down because this floor is not even. So in order to get it right, I had to put it in place, level it up, and then mark where I needed to cut the legs off. And so then after I do that, I need to put something there to keep them off of the ground to keep water from coming in. So let me show you what I got. So I got some, I believe this is 2x2 square tubing. It's really thin walled. It's not real thin walled, but if you can see this, it's maybe 3/16, maybe an eighth. So hopefully it'll work. If it doesn't, then I'll just have to replace it with something else later. But I'm going to cut out a piece of this for every single one of my legs. So that means I need 12 pieces. To make it easier, I just went ahead and measured 3.5 and clamped on a piece here as a stopper. And I'll just go through here and just start chopping. So now that we got this, and I'll do the rest of them off camera, this is actually going to go, these are my 2x4 legs. I'm actually going to bolt one of these to every single bottom. That way it's not sitting directly on the floor, it's sitting on this. And as long as this holds it, and it should, I mean there's 6 of them per shelf, we'll see. I don't know how much weight we'll end up putting on those shelves, so we'll just have to wait and see. If it does mess up, I'll make it out of something stronger later. Maybe some, what was it, 80/20 or T-slot material or something. But this right here is my first attempt. This was free for me, so I went ahead and and used it. So next thing we got to do is go ahead and measure the center down the bottom, pick a place to make 2 holes, and we need to drill those all the way through. And then when we do, we then need to make the bottom hole, or which one will be the bottom, we need to make it bigger, because we're actually going to put a screw all the way through and screw it in up here, not down here. So the head of the screw has to fit through the bottom. Party. All right, you're gonna have to pardon the noise. As you can tell, it's a little like a hurricane or something here. This is basically what the finished product is gonna look like. This one's already screwed to it. You see we screwed through the bottom, screwed it to the bottom. And this works great. Only one thing just to finish it off is we gotta actually deburr these, because if they're not deburred, I may get cut, somebody else may get cut. And it's just wrong to do it that way. So we just need to take a deburring tool, go around it, clean up everything, take a file, go ahead and file all the sharp edges off of it so that we can get these things to where they won't cut anybody. Because let's say we sell the place and somebody else has to deal with this stuff. They may cut themselves on it. I just don't want that to happen. It's wrong. So I'm going to go through here and deburr all these things, and then I got to install them on the shelves, but that's going to be on my own time. I just wanted to show you guys how to make something to solve the problem that we had. Hopefully you like this. Just a real quick thing to show you how to use the things you have on hand to go ahead and solve one of the problems that you can't really get around right now until I solve that water issue. And so this should do the trick. And eventually we're going to have all our stuff, hopefully from the garden and everything else, all canned and sitting in there. It's just going to be the dry stock area. I'd love to be able to put things, use it as a you know, kind of like a cellar, root cellar, but I think it gets too damp in there, and I don't know, we'll just have to try it and see. Little by little, I'll see what goes on. It may not be cool enough in there either, but I definitely will put dry stuff in there. Anything that's sealed well, that way nothing's going to happen to it, because it is cool down there and it should work great. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notifications, all that good stuff, because there's going to be more videos like this, and I definitely don't want you guys to miss them. The farm is little by little getting there. Chicken coop, we'll have that going here soon. And I actually got something I got to show you. My first animal is now here, and that'll be another video. It's been kind of a thrown in my lap type thing, but you know, we'll show you that. I'll show you as the next video as I do the chicken coop. So hopefully you liked it. Until next time, y'all take care.